From London, England, we have the company called Profit. Please welcome their founder, Dean Sisson.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. What Profit does at a high level is provide liquidity to an illiquid market via a secondary marketplace for sports bets, where users can buy and sell percentages of bets. Sports bets rapidly fluctuate in value until completion, often every second, yet your bets change in value, and that's where we come in. Currently, the solutions are: 1, you can cash out your bet at a sportsbook, which provide historically unfair rates, or 2, what you can do is you can bet on other teams or players in a competition, and that's called hedging out, which is historically ineffective. So Jake and I recognized this when we bet on Monaco to win the Champions League at 66-1 back in 2016, our senior year at Vanderbilt. Their odds moved to 4-1 when they reached the semifinals, and we were stuck with our bet. It went up 16.5 times in value, yet we couldn't monetize it or do anything with it. So we started to think, okay, what if we sold 70 to 80% of our bet at 5-1 odds? That way we lock in profit no matter what happens. As a buyer, you're getting the best odds in the market, and we're going to provide this to you on a platform that's comprehensive, data-driven, and analytics-focused. So what does our overall traction look like? How do we know we're going to take off? First of all, our funding exposure so far, we have $160K committed to date. Second of all, we just pitched at ICE London, the biggest gambling conference in the world. And third, we have commitments from ESPN and Sport Handle to write articles about us upon launch. Our user and market validation is as follows. We've been talking to a lot of sportsbook, most notably Pinnacle from ICE London, about outsourcing their cash outs to us. They're all very excited about it. And then 2, we partnered with over 20 tipsters in the UK to promote our content to their following, a lot of which they don't do with other companies in the gambling industry. Then finally, we have key industry connections at 2 UK podcasts. One, Emmett Kennedy, or I should say most notably, Emmett Kennedy, the host of the Final Furlong podcast, the #1 sports betting podcast in the UK. So you're probably thinking, what's with my American accent? And you're talking about the UK and London. Well, we're launching in the UK. And as you can see from these numbers, the market is absolutely massive. So come April, we're going to be there. And then 6 to 12 months later, we're going to be in the US, 4 times the size of the UK. The reason why we're waiting 6 to 12 months is 1, we want to let it fizzle out legally. And then 2, we're exploring 2 methods of entering the market. So how are we going to make money? Simply, we're taking 3% from the winner of every bet. In the future, what we want to do is start buying bets using a predictive analytical model of our own or with a company that we're going to partner with. And 3, what we want to do is collect consumer cash out data and then sell it to a key industry player or a sportsbook upon exit. Our competition is few and far between. So there's one company called PropSwap that's a physical ticket exchange. We're looking to bring that all online and buy, so you can buy and sell percentages of bets, not just whole tickets. And then we have traditional exchanges and sportsbooks. I'm not going to walk you through what those do, but I'll explain to you how we're better. So first of all, we're first to market, plain and simple. Second of all, we have market rate cash outs. So what that means is that users can pick their own price to sell their bet at, no more just taking what the sportsbook gives you. Third, you can buy and sell percentages again, and the sportsbook just offers you one whole rate for your whole bet back. Also, we're consumer facing. What that means is you can see which bets are up for sale and which ones you bought. No more just blindly getting your bets matched on an exchange. And then finally, our user-friendly UI and UX. We have no ads, no promotional content. For buyers, picture when you're looking at your bet, you can see your bet's trend over time. You can see stats and news and media relating to your bet. Then finally, for sellers, we provide you with a calculator. So all you have to do is type in your bet's information, and then boom, we give you the percentage and price to sell it at, and then we show you how much money you're going to make no matter what happens with that bet. So obviously you got Jake and I, co-founders. Then we have our CTO, Andrew Duck, who is an absolute home run for us. He started a company in 2011. He sold it in 2014 to Zinio. He was there until 2017. Then we also have Alex Griffin, who started a company and sold it. So although Jake and I have not started and sold companies before, we have team members who have. So when we face challenges along the way, they're going to help us out. And then also we have Tom Griffiths, former co-founder and head of product at FanDuel, and then David Geller, former CEO of Yahoo Daily Fantasy Sports, providing ad hoc advice along the way. So we're looking for 800,000 today. We have 20% committed so far. If you have any questions about the budget, please let me know. This time, Jake, you want to come up and assist me with any other questions? And finally, our prototype is ready if you guys want to check it out. Our contact info is up there. So please reach out. Thanks, guys.